Happy Halloween!
Hey, welcome everyone.
Space Cat.
We got a space cat. It's not very happy with his costume.
Check this out.
We got another space cat that's really not happy with her costume.
Oh, jeez.
Darth Kitty.
Darth Kitty. Scary.
All right, here you go. Here. We're gonna liberate.
Oh, yeah. How
perfect.
unprofessional.
So, what is yours, Barry?
I'm a giant squirrel.
Oh.
Duh. My tail.
What's
That's
yours?
it.
Nice.
Drew's.
Oh, we'll figure it out later.
Well,
I'm sure everybody knows who I am.
You look like a nightmare.
Max.
I'm
who are you?
a beautiful Italian fresco painting of Jesus.
Your hair's messed up.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna fix it.
well,
Let's get this taken care of. There you go. A little better. Just come this over. Perfect. Okay, joke's over.
Alright, so
So in
for our
honor,
Halloween special, we saw, of course,
Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas.
yes.
So, Cloud Atlas, giant, epic undertaking, 3 directors.
One of the few movies to ever have 3 credited equally directors as well.
Little interesting fact, they were only together for 1 day, the entire filming of the
Mhm.
movie.
Different
Saw that on
different
Slash Film.
crews entirely.
So it's based on a very popular book. Basically follows, I guess, kind of the same souls throughout a period of, I don't know, the early 1800s
300 to 400 years.
Yeah. Lots of action in this movie. I heard was not the book was not near as actiony.
No, that's what I heard too.
The future was not
They
an
needed
action
it.
movie like it was in the movie. So, what'd you think, Max?
I think
Go ahead
It's-
and talk a little bit.
it's like 3 hours long, and I think this film is one that you can definitely benefit from someone telling you what to expect. So don't expect to get the story. It's a very wide story that's tangled throughout generations. Just don't try to understand what's going on. Just kind of relax and enjoy it, and see it when you're in a mood to see a movie. There's a lot of great stories, love stories, stories of triumph, stories of going against the
Adversity.
society norms,
Yeah.
and kind of how your decisions ripple across time, and how you can make bad decisions in one life, maybe some better ones in another life. There are characters who are good in some generations, bad in other generations. That was interesting to see, and kind of what small differences they made in their actions kind of changed the course of history. I loved it. It messed me up though. I was emotionally drained after it. I was like,
How'd the length feel to you? Did it feel long? Did it feel short?
it felt long when I was trying to understand it and trying to what is this? What's going on? But when I just relaxed and let go and got a hot dog, it all comes together, and it just was really. I don't know how they made this film. I don't know how it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Like it seems hugely expensive and just crazy, like an astronomical feat of filmmaking. And I heard nothing about it really coming out. I never saw the book or read the book. But I mean, I never
Makes
saw it.
so
Like I never
much
saw
sense.
the bookstore. I didn't know where it was coming from. But very cool literature, music, relationships, all entwined. I loved it. Barry.
I was the same way. I thought, do I have gripes with it? Of course. Did the length seem a little bit long? I mean, it was almost 3 hours. It was 2 hours and 50-something minutes. But with trailers, it was over 3 hours in the movie theater for one thing.
But the trailers were awesome too.
But, so, I mean, overall, I dug it. I think it's the kind of movie that's just like, I enjoy those types of movies where you have to think about it. It's, what are you doing?
I'm just eating some sketty. You guys want any?
No,
No,
Sketty?
it looks
Okay.
terrible.
It does. It looks
It
really...
looks disgusting.
Oh, it's good. My mom always makes this. It's just some spaghetti and butter and ketchup. Pretty good. Go on.
Okay. Well, God, I'm so distracted by the smell. They had I think you're going to need to go in there, yeah, like Max said, just be ready to go through an entire journey. I mean, that's really
Yeah.
what it is. You know, the Undertaker, like it's fun noticing every character. The main people, they tried to play the same. They played them in the same characters with prosthetics, and it's
Makeup was awesome.
yeah. It's it's a movie that I don't think it's going to do very well. I mean, the message boards and stuff say a lot about The Fountain, and while I don't think it's ripping The Fountain off. I think they're two entirely different films trying to do two entirely different things. Like
Yeah.
it's still that movie didn't get that great of reviews
Yeah.
or critical, but it's just as visually amazing. So I think it's really enjoyable, but just be ready. Just be ready. Like it's definitely a Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon kind of thing. Don't go at 10 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
and go early, and then go with people, and then talk about it afterwards. That's I think the best part.
Yeah.
Would be discussing it afterwards. What do you
Trying to
think?
be really careful to not get this on my shirt because I'm gonna take this back after today. This is $10.
Do you have the tag on the back
Yeah,
still?
good
So-
color. Yeah, I agree with most of what you guys said.
Kurt Cobain.
Totally disagree. Totally disagree with the length that you guys are saying that it felt long. I thought it breezed by. It was like the shortest 3-hour movie I've ever seen.
It definitely, I think it definitely helps that you're watching 6 different stories throughout the entire thing. You know, so while if something starts seeming long, like if it's a story you're not into, you just gotta wait like maybe 3 to 5 minutes.
And they're all different themes. All the stories have different themes. You know, it's over one story and one arc, but
Yeah, you really get like 6 different, completely different movies.
Yeah.
Like you
It
get
was
a
cool.
futuristic sci-fi action
Yeah.
movie. You get a kind of apocalyptic type future movie. You get
A mysteries-esque kind of movie. You get a
escape. escape
comedy
movie.
type escape movie that was the modern times.
If you love films, you'll love this film.
Yeah, it really is just kind of breathtaking
Yeah.
watching
is.
it and seeing how they put everything together and seeing, because this isn't how the book is structured. The book is structured, it's bookended by, so it goes in a whole chunk, the earliest and then the newer and the newer and newer, and then the center of the book is the most future, and then it goes back down to bookend with the oldest.
You get half of the first story, and then you get half of the second story, and then you get the sixth and final one in its entirety, and then it trails back so where you see the
Yeah.
ripple.
So it's
effects.
really awesome how the movie is structured compared to the book, and just the thought that had to go into, where every single scene went. You really see, how much
Did
thought was put
that
into everything.
that didn't take you guys out any like the editing,
Going back and
the editing,
forth?
the editing
No.
style
I
because
would-
it would cut in between something for maybe even just 10 seconds.
I thought
then-
it was awesome.
and
I
go away.
loved how it was put
The
together.
editing was phenomenal. The editing was phenomenal.
So do you think it's gonna get?
It'll get something.
Do you think it's gonna get nominated for some stuff at all?
It has to. I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, for makeup, I don't see how they can
I've never
lose
seen,
makeup. I mean, The Hobbit's going to be nominated.
I don't
but
know.
I don't see it getting anything though. Really.
Yeah, I don't really either. I don't see it being the best of any of the categories, really.
It's gonna be a cult classic.
Because I really didn't love it. But
Yeah, I mean the same.
I
thing.
liked it a lot.
I loved it for its filmmaking aspect, so that's why I think it'll definitely get nominated for best, maybe even best picture, best editing.
I think
That
it's
sound-
just.
Well, there's like 20 Best Picture nominations. So
Yeah.
it's sure to get one of those.
Yeah.
I feel like to me like it was just one of those things that it's just fun to talk about. I mean, sometimes there's films that are fun to watch, and then that's it. You watch it one time, and that's all you ever watch it, and it's a phenomenal movie, and it deserves all its critical hail. And then there's that movie that it's just you throw it in when it's on, or you watch it when it's on TV.
Mhm.
And then there's the ones that you watch and you like want other people to watch it so you can talk about it. And that's the kind of movie I feel like this one. I think it falls in that latter category.
And I think it's great because it feels like it's going to be an ambiguous ending or an ambiguous in
Mhm.
some way, but I didn't think it was at all. I thought it was pretty straightforward. It all comes to a head.
Similar to that point from the trailer, I got the feeling that it was going to be very art housey, very
Yeah, it's
abstract, and it's not really.
Uh-uh.
It really has a pretty clear narrative voice. It's pretty straightforward, and it is not too much art housey.
I think
what's
I
this
think
mean kind of.
Great acting.
make sure that you don't put in a lot of thought to the critical. I mean, I could go through a bunch of stuff that I didn't like filmmaking wise too, but like I don't think that's not something you should focus on at all. Don't listen to like people like pretentious comes up when some people I've read about people talking about it, things like just kind of just go experience it. Just go for the show. And I think
Halle Berry, it's good to see her acting again.
everybody was pretty awesome in it. I think they all had their shining moments, like every one of them.
Yeah.
All right, we got a special coming up. What's the special?
Keeping with our Halloween theme, we're gonna do movies that we enjoy watching on Halloween. Good, like kind of a little list of what you can't go wrong with watching Halloween wise, and then we'll struggle our way through trying to talk about movies that have Halloween involved in them, because that's not as easy as I thought it was gonna
Me
be.
either.
So, thanks for watching.
All right, if you can name who I am, I'll give you a shirt.
This
I'm
one,
sure
this
movie
one,
shirt.
this one right here.
No, it's
I'm sure
not.
everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
You guys are so out of touch with
Honey Boo Boo.
everything.
Yeah. Good call.
That's it. You just ruined it. Good job.
Oh, it was?
Nobody gets a shirt. I guess Max gets a shirt.
We'll cut it. We'll cut it before then.
That's all right. I didn't want to send out any shirts anyways. Thanks for watching.